What did I do with my key? Saturday afternoon. The weekend for me. Off I go. I am on my way to go pick up Vanessa. Let Pooh Bear out for a quick run. And then And then I am off on an adventure. I'm off to go pick up a Viking tent. I just made a deal on eBay and I'm going to come pick it up now. Now is and I'm driving 3 hours to go get it because I don't have a proper Viking tent for my event that I'm going to this following week. I'm going to have to next best choice was 3 hours away, so that's where we're going to go now and go get it. I did the measurements. It's going to just barely fit inside the van, of course, in its individual components. I'm really excited to go and do that. It's kind of unfortunate because I spent an entire day preparing my the boards. I oiled them up nice and an unexpected journey, yes. Hello, Northfire is Audiofolk. Welcome. There's a car broken down on the side of the road. Yeah, it does that every time I drive by that spot there. So we're driving up to Dortmund tonight. Hopefully we get there by the time the sun goes down. Yes, your new account. I know, you told me. And hopefully I can take a look at all the components before it gets dark. I'm going to take my spotlight with me. The reason I'm doing this tonight is because tomorrow I have a very busy agenda and all until probably Wednesday. Wednesday evening I plan to be set up for my event, actually Tuesday evening, or possibly even Monday evening already. Hello Curtis, welcome. Yeah, it's an adventure, I'm pretty sure. It'll be an adventure. I fueled up the van. I'm pretty confident that we'll be all right technically. The van will make it. It's a good machine. And it's going to be quite a drive, actually. The other thing that's quite exciting is I may be able to, since that corner of the woods up there, a fairly new acquaintance of mine on YouTube. It's also a YouTuber, outdoor bushcrafts kind of style. One of my German, he lives right around the corner, and I may be able to come up there and say hello. So I'm not sure about that yet. We'll have to see how that goes. Yeah, but I'm off to go buy another tent. So I don't know how many Viking tents I've bought in the last 10 years, but this is probably like more than the fifth one or sixth one. Yeah, I sent him some items that I made for his 1,000 subscriber giveaway recently. He was really happy. Kind of support his channel, do a little bit of publicity kind of deal. But I'm really excited to go get that tent because I was almost worried that I wouldn't have a tent for my event. That rhymes. GB, see you in the chat. I'm going to try to open a window a little bit. It's super hot. If you guys can't hear me, please let me know. I need a little bit of air in here. Viking tents must be, I couldn't read it. But it's a little bit on the small disadvantage to me is that they're very expensive. But it's kind of a down. The down draw to Viking tents is that due to the fact that I usually leave them sitting up in the weather for a fairly large amount of time, the tarps get a heavy amount of wear in a short period. And so they don't last too long in my setup. Hello, Ian, welcome. And Raventura, welcome. So I'm planning to using this setup here as kind of a preliminary market setup. And I have a lot of plans for the future concerning my camp and my setup, and plans for the whole shenanigans as well. So Tanar, welcome. Wow, we're getting everybody to roll in here now. It's good. So yeah, having a couple extra tents won't be a bad idea. That's kind of like a part of my marketing strategy. I'll be able to host events and have Viking themed ideas to host for the outdoor kindergarten idea, sort of outdoor daycare kind of deal. Be very useful. Maybe not even to set up at my property. Maybe we can look for another property that'd be even more compatible for what we're looking for work business-wise. But we'll see. But for right now, I want to go get this tent because I don't have one, and I really have been looking forward to this event. And I have everything else. Basically, I just need to go get this tent, set the tent up, and then come back and get all my furniture, which is going to be another stressful moment for me. I don't get how these people do it. They go on these Renaissance fairs, medieval markets, Viking meets, whatever you want to call them. They get there Friday morning, they set up, and they leave Sunday afternoon. So it's too much work for me to set up an entire camp. For 2 days. And I don't get the people who actually make a living off of that. It's like, how do you do that? It's just, I don't know. The only way I can figure is that you work the dark months of the year when you're not doing tours. That's when you do all your inventory. That's when you build your inventory and you make those things so that you have an enormous amount of those items for the spring and summer, and for the fall and winter events as well, for like Christmas market, Viking Age events. They have a lot of Viking themed or medieval themed winter markets nowadays these days. But I would figure that that's the time of the year you sit at the forge and just crank out 100 of each one of your best items, and then keep those in your inventory when you travel. And just for show, be sitting there at the forge, forging items in front of the spectators, just for the experience of being on site with your blacksmith shop. I think that's how they do that. Not quite familiar with the whole, marketing scheme behind that, but it seems to me like it's just too much work. It's exhausting already setting it up one time. That's why most of the time I leave my camp installed. So it's really a big thing. So I'm going to go get this tent. Is actually handmade by the person. That's why I'm particularly interested in this one. One of 3 that I wrote on the classifieds. It's like, hey, I'm interested in your tent. I would like to come get it today, if possible. And this lady was the first person to reply. Of course, the furthest one away. But sometimes that's how it goes. And so she talked to me on the phone for a little bit, and I was convinced that I'm going to go pick it, the triangle style. On Space, they have an add-on side room that's added on there, and I think that would be great for having Pooh Bear along with me, to be able to set up my camp there so I can have him kind of have his recluse little area for him to go and hide. That's really cool. I'm going to take an alternative route home today. Over the maybe that the internet may suddenly be gone, so you guys can understand what happened if the reception all of a sudden is gone. I'll be driving a windy road through the forest. Decided I want to go that way today. Oh, okay. Well, basically, I wrote 3 people today on the classified ads that had tents for sale, and this lady was the first to reply. So, well, I'm not displaying anything in JB. I'm going there to hang out with a bunch of my old buddies that were there for the first time in 3 years. We get to see each other again, and just to have a good time, basically. I'm going to be taking my shaving horse with me. That is a woodworking bench you sit on to make bows or legs for chairs. I'm going to be doing that kind of work while I'm there for just entertainment purposes of myself. Sunday is the public day. I'm in the paper on Sunday. The town newspaper. Will be interviewing several people, and I will be on the television possibly even. So that'd be really interesting. So I have to look my best and get my camp looking really good. I'm gonna do a really good job with it, and I really have to see if I can somehow. My only worry is that I have somewhere to put Pooh Bear. I have to set it up so that I can have him on site without it being a problem. Since he's a little special, he gets to ride the special bus in a lot of different ways. I have to. I'm a little bit worried about that that's going to work the way I intend it to, so we'll see. All right. Okay, if it cuts out, I'm going through a forest. I'm taking an alternate route today because it's a nicer way home, and I enjoy the scenery. Yeah, so it's real excited. It's a 3-hour drive one way. And I may be meeting up with a fellow YouTuber from FN Outdoors here in Germany. An acquaintance here of mine that I just recently got together with, and we've been doing some planning here. Oh, thank you there, Norse Fire. Yeah, I've been working real hard on my channel. It seems the harder I work, the more it goes in reverse. But I'm not worried about that anymore. I'm just gonna concentrate on my goals, like you guys have been helping me focus on. And I'm going to be posting my live streams like usual, giving everybody the insights of what's going on. And we're going to be talking about what's going on in the world as it seems fit to me and as it affects me daily on a daily basis. But for the time being,